Welcome to Awakening, the podcast. I'm your host, Heather Christian Strang, but you can call me Christian. And Happy New Year, my dears. It is the year of 22. It's a Magdalene year. 22 is the number associated with Mary Magdalene. 222 is have faith. Everything is working out for you, which we could really use that as an overall reminder. So thank you, Cosmos. And 2022 is a 6 year, and 6 is the number for unconditional love, what we are calling immense love in this year. This is an incredible year, an incredible opportunity for you. And today we have for you the oracle reading for the entire year. This is the focus for 2022. When I asked Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, all of the highest light, Source herself, what is the message that you want my community to have? What do you want these light beings and light workers to know? I was directed to our oracle, Sacred Love and Sacred Times, and I was directed to this transmission I'm about to read to you. And this is your reading for the year of 2022. I want you to dip back into this reading as many times throughout the next year as you possibly can and as you are called to. I want you to inculcate this upon your frequency in the center of your sacred heart, just living this and knowing this. When I pulled to this page for the oracle reading for this year, I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you serious? This is the reading for 2022? This is so incredible. So I want you to really soak it up wherever you're at right now. Close your eyes, stop what you're doing, get off any electronics other than what you're using to listen to this. If you're driving, of course, don't close your eyes. But if you can, close your eyes and just allow yourself to marinate in these words from Mary Magdalene and all of the highest light, because this is the message that these highest light beings and Source herself want you to have, want you to know about what's really going on in 2022. Are you ready? All right. You might even want to pause this, get some sage burning, put together your favorite herbal tea or your power shake or your green drink, whatever it is. Just really let yourself receive this. It's so, so delicious. All right. You may even want to place your hands, palms facing up, to be in the receiving mode, to really demonstrate to your higher wisdom that is around you right now that you are willing to receive this transmission of light within your life in this year of 2022. We love you. We love you more than words can say. We love every single one of you, and we want you to love yourselves as much as you are loved. For when you know love, and we mean truly know the love that is within you and all around you, you can do nothing but be overjoyed for all that you have lived and will continue to live. You are so supported in every way, in ways you cannot even imagine, in ways big and small. You are so well loved and adored for the whole of who you really are, and nothing can or ever will change this. Only the highest love and light is yours at all times, and you are so supported in experiencing this in this incarnation. Please know that there will be times when you forget all of this, and that is okay. That is what we are here for, and what the universe will move heaven and earth to remind you of and support you with. You are so loved and adored, and we want you to know that you need not forget this as often as you do. You truly can be loved and adored for all of eternity, for the magnificent brilliance that you are. But there is one important thing that you must do. You must remember. Remember. Remember who you really are. Remember that you are a spirit and a body, and that means you have all manner of abilities to live the life of your dreams, to live in the golden age. Right now. Right now. You have the ability to magnetize what you desire right into fruition. Not from a place of efforting or trying, but from a place of peace and joy and love and relaxation. You get to have your best life ever, right here, right now. Just choose it. And then take the next step and the next step to choose it again and again each day. We want you to know how loved you are, because maybe then you would be able to love yourself as wholly and truly and deeply as we do. We want that for you so totally and completely. We believe in you so totally and completely. And we know that it may seem like things are going wrong or not going the way you want it to. And you can't understand why things are happening the way they are. And you can't understand or understand how it will all turn out. And we want you to know that you do not have to know any of that. It really is as simple as taking the next step and the next. Taking it moment by moment. Your daily life doesn't seem to allow for this, though, because there are all of these plans and schedules and things that you quote-unquote must do. We would like to see you schedule less and just be, and let the next impulse lead you forward more. Perhaps you can start small if your life is heavily scheduled. Perhaps you can start with taking 1 day a week and have zero plans. And from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep, you allow your guidance to lead you. You simply follow the natural impulse to do this next thing and that next thing and take this next step and that next step. You keep letting yourself be led. Remember. And as you are guided, you get to enjoy a day unlike any other. You get to have experiences you may not have had otherwise. You get to relax, rest, and come together with those you may not have if you had followed a plan based on what you usually do or what seemed like the quote-unquote right thing to do. How marvelous this is for you. How magnificent it is for you to allow a day to unfold with such ease and grace and wonder and surprise. We know you're going to be so surprised by what you experience and so surprised by what happens for you with this practice. Maybe after trying this out, you add 2 days a week of unscheduled bliss, or 2 days and an evening. And please understand, it's not about doing nothing unless that is totally your impulse. It's about connecting to and allowing the soul of who you really are and your connection with your non-physical team to lead you forward, to allow you to feel into what's to come forth from you next. Maybe it's dancing or cooking or laughing at silly videos, or maybe it's calling an old friend or going for a walk in nature. Whatever it is, whatever that impulse is, it will be perfect for you. And you may be surprised really by how perfect it is, how effortless your life can be. And that's what we want for you. More ease and effortlessness, less hustle and bustle and making things happen. More allowing, more letting your deep impulses or intuition lead you forward. Letting your days unfold in the most divine way. In ways you could not have dreamed up on your own, but that which were meant to unfold with the utmost of ease. We know that this can feel a little frightening to you, especially for those of you who are very, very scheduled. And so while early on it may be a little uncomfortable, over time we promise that you will come to regard your days and evenings of unscheduled, unplanned time as the most blissful. And soon you won't want to have anything but that. Can you imagine? Spontaneous gatherings as the norm, honoring the impulse within you at each moment so that you never know what may happen next, but always you are trusting and honoring that it will be the most perfect for you. How divine. Try it out. Give it some time and space. Air it out. Try it on. We promise you, you will find this to be one of your most favorite practices. Nice deep breath here. My apologies, my book had a little bit of a mind of its own there a couple of times. Very interesting. The power pulsing through the pages. Your 2022 Oracle reading says you are here to live in the golden age now. What? So what is the next step to live in the golden age now? Well, from this transmission, we know it is to acknowledge and accept how loved and adored you are, how supported you are, and then to begin to untangle from the scheduled planning matrix. To take a day here or 2 days or more and just let your sacred heart guide you. My sense is that events will be shifting in your life and in the world at large that will allow for this with greater ease than perhaps we have had in the third and fourth dimensional matrix or the mainstream matrix. So do not resist these changes when they occur. Do not resist when the spaciousness opens up, when you have days of unplanned time. Allow your deep connection to your sacred heart, to the love that you are, to guide you every step. A question you can ask is, what would be the most loving thing I could do for myself right now in this moment? And then go do it. And then after you're complete with that, what's the most loving thing I could do for myself right now? And then go do that. And continue to allow yourself to be led by this immense love, this love that the divine is beaming to you, through you, that lives in every cell of your beingness. Loves, this is 2022. Of course, this is a Magdalena year. Of course, this is what we would be luxuriating in. So as this year unfolds for you personally, for the collective consciousness, do not resist the spaciousness. Do not resist the ability to be led by, how can I show myself how much I love myself in this moment? What would be the most loving thing I can do for myself in this moment? And then the next, and the next, and the next. You were so ready for this, or we would not have pulled this as your 2022 Oracle reading. Enjoy this, soak it up. This is from our book, Sacred Love in Sacred Times. One of my favorite oracles. I think I say this about all of my oracles, but there are a couple that really are just truly just in my heart of hearts. So yummy. And Sacred Love in Sacred Times is one of those. If you would like a guide to walk alongside you on this path of immense love and support you in creating a life that is as loving to yourself as absolutely possible, so that you may fulfill your destiny in this incarnation, so that you may live your legacy of light and love in this incarnation. I have just opened up space for my 2022 mentorship. We begin our first ever apprenticeship. I'm going to be training, this is so exciting, sacred spirituality guides. So we have a certification if you want to bring the power of metaphysical psychology technology into your practice or begin a whole new way of being and giving your gifts in the world. We begin on 1/22/22. So we have 2 yummy, immensely loving opportunities to walk alongside myself, Mary Magdalena, Yeshua, all of the highest light, and of course, Source herself beaming down upon us, guiding and directing us. Always to the Source. Our guides are always directing us to the highest path, to Source herself. So if you feel a soul resonance and you would like to apprentice with us and bring a new aspect of fifth dimensional or higher ways of healing and expansion into your existing practice, or again, if you are one of those that have been set free from the mainstream matrix of jobbing and businessing, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me direct through my website at sacred-spirituality.org, or find me on Telegram, Sacred Spirituality 11. Find me on MeWe. Any of the places you feel called to connect, reach out. And if you would like just good old-fashioned one-on-one private spiritual mentorship so that you can live in immense love in 2022, reach out. Again, this is available through 12222. Such a joy and a blessing to share this annual oracle reading with you. Return to it as often as you are called to. I would encourage you to again and again return to it, and also bring this practice into your day-to-day life. If this was of benefit to you, share this link to this podcast episode on your social media, or share it with 1 or 2 or 2,000 souls who you think would most benefit from it. Thank you so much for being here at this tremendous time in our consciousness where it all changes. 2022, totally different frequency. We have never experienced this frequency before. It is the frequency of immense love for those who have the eyes to see, ears to hear, and the courage to live in this way. Loving you so very much. May the highest light be with you. And so it is so.